Well, okay. I'm not gonna complain here. Holy crap.
Upgrade!
How's it going, guys? My name is Checker, and welcome to today's video. We finally have the Hacksaw, but is it worth the 1,680 gold? Today, that is a question we'll be answering. Is it worth it? How does it compare to something like the Terminator or Siegebreaker? But before we go and start to actually use this weapon, let's go ahead here and take a look at the perks. By the way, don't do what I did. So I went and I got the Hacksaw. I started to level it up, and unfortunately, I went and picked Obsidian and not Shadow Shard because I was just clicking yes, level up, and the default is Obsidian and not Shadow Shard for some reason. So I accidentally ended up with an Obsidian Hacksaw and not a Shadow Shard one like I would have preferred. But anyway, guys, the Hacksaw has static perks, meaning that every single Hacksaw will have the same exact perks, and they are as following: 14% fire rate, 38% magazine size, 50% reload speed, damage dealt with this weapon snares the target by 30% for 6 seconds, and then to wrap things up, 30% damage to slowed and snared targets. So overall, some pretty okay perks here, nothing too crazy. A lot of these event weapons never really are super insane. We do have the weapon snaring the target, then also applying more damage to snared targets. Keep in mind, the Hacksaw does not have an element on it, so you will be dealing 50% damage to elemental husks. So moving on to the shooting test, I'm very happy to say that this weapon is actually really pretty good. I was very impressed to see how well this weapon handles, how much damage it does, and how accurate it is. And honestly, just in my opinion, it kind of feels like a Siegebreaker with a drum mag on it. And I really can't say this enough, I am very impressed by how accurate this weapon is. You're not going to be able to go full auto at range, but you can always fire in bursts, so it is definitely more controllable than something like the Terminator. Speaking of the Terminator, how does it compare? First and foremost, the Hacksaw uses small ammo, whereas the Terminator uses medium ammo. And ultimately, there are two really big differences in my opinion, besides the ammo type, of course. But first and foremost, the Hacksaw is just way more controllable, way easier to shoot. And then, of course, the second biggest difference between the Terminator and the Hacksaw is that the Terminator, of course, has fluid perks, and it is very unlikely that you'll find a Terminator with the same exact perks. But how does it compare to the Siegebreaker? I've already kind of compared it to it in a couple of ways. Number one, the Hacksaw takes a small ammo just like the Siegebreaker, which is kind of why I wanted to compare the two. You know, which do you want to use your ammo in, the Hacksaw or the Siegebreaker? And then ultimately, it's going to come down to the perks that you have on your Siegebreaker. But in a lot of instances, I have still found the Siegebreaker to be the better weapon. However, the one time I would pick the Hacksaw over a Siegebreaker is if I was, let's say, in a storm shield and I had a kill tunnel and I just needed to put rounds down range without having to reload all the time. I think the Hacksaw is perfect for that. I think it is so much easier to control than the Terminator is, and while most of the time it is not always going to be as good as the Siegebreaker, it can definitely be better in certain situations. Thanks you guys for watching, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. I do have a little bet on this weapon, so if you guys would like to keep watching, there will be some footage on that. So I mean, yeah, just like, I guess keep watching if you want to. If not, thanks for watching, hope you guys enjoyed, and I just did that, so bye. I don't know.
I don't even know what the original deal was. I'm just gonna leave.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright you guys, so vote down below. Is this a good weapon? Is this not a good weapon? If it is not a good weapon, me and Mike have to Fenris here 20 Shadow Shard, I guess. If it is a good, if it's a bad weapon, if you guys vote that it's a bad weapon, you owe each of us 20 Shadow Shard. We cool? That was the original deal.
Yeah, 20 from you and then 20 from Mike.
Yeah, 24, not from. Yep. 4.
24?
Because people are going to vote down below that it's a bad weapon, right? Right?
Everyone's going to vote that.
Please?
Please? Please?
This is the opposite day. Join, yeah, I'm not going to, yeah, no. Is it a good weapon? Is it a bad weapon? Vote down below. Thanks you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.